he exists, and they exist. There's more than one Bigfoot.
They're a species. They're like a primate.
Really?
A man has just dropped the clearest images ever seen of a Bigfoot being lifted by a helicopter, and the internet is going crazy. This time, it's not blurry, not shaky, just sharp, solid footage showing something huge, motionless, and clearly not human. It's the type of video no one expected to exist, let alone leak online. But it's out now, spreading fast, while major news networks stay oddly silent. Even years ago, Tucker Carlson hinted that mysterious recoveries happened far away from the public in isolated places. But still, no one could have seen this coming. Because if the creature in this video is real, then someone has been keeping Bigfoot a secret right in front of us all along. Bigfoot's long mystery. For over 100 years, people across North America have shared stories about a tall, hairy creature walking upright, something not quite human, but not fully animal either. From the snowy forests of Canada to the thick woods of California, the sightings sound the same. The creature is big, walks like a man, and vanishes before anyone can get close. It's been called Sasquatch, Yeti, or skunk ape, but Bigfoot is the name that stuck. While many think it's just a myth, the reports never stop. People describe the same details: giant footprints in the snow or mud, a strange silence before it appears, and the creepy feeling of being watched. Native American legends also speak of such a creature. Tribes like the Hills talk about the Sask, a forest guardian, not a monster, but something real that lives alongside us, rarely seen. These stories existed long before modern sightings, and they're remarkably similar across different cultures. The modern Bigfoot craze began in 1958 when workers in Bluff Creek, California, found massive human-like footprints. In 1967, the famous Patterson-Gimlin film showed a large, ape-like figure walking through a clearing. Though shaky, the footage sparked endless debate. Is it a person in a costume or something else? Since then, thousands of people have claimed encounters. Campers, hunters, and hikers have heard strange howls, seen twisted trees, or felt sudden fear when something appeared that wasn't supposed to be there. Yet despite so many stories, clear evidence has always been missing, until now. What's changed? A new image has surfaced. It's not blurry or by accident. It's in focus, taken in daylight, showing something large being lifted by helicopter. Unlike past sightings, this one wasn't a random moment. It looks like a planned recovery. And if it's real, it means Bigfoot might not just exist, it might have been managed all along. Secret helicopter missions. Before the new image appeared online, there were already quiet rumors. Not in the news, but in hidden corners of the internet where park rangers, hunters, and explorers share strange stories. The main thing they kept mentioning? Helicopters, dark, unmarked, and flying low in remote forests where no flights were expected. A hunter in Montana once saw two black helicopters circling a mountain ridge after a storm. Days later, when he returned to that area, he found strange prints in the snow. They were too big for boots, too long for bear tracks, and didn't lead anywhere. It felt like something was dropped off or taken away. In Alaska, a dog sled team froze after spotting lights in the distance. The musher said it didn't sound like a normal chopper, but something different. Later, he found a deep mark in the snow, like something massive had been dragged. In Washington, a forest worker anonymously wrote about a secret recovery team at a trail that had suddenly been closed. The crew had snow camouflage, thermal gear, and long-range radios. They were told they were tracking a bear, but no one ever mentioned a bear again. Just a nighttime helicopter lift and a convoy that disappeared before dawn. These stories don't match perfectly, but the pattern does. A closed area, choppers appear, something is moved, then silence. No news, no official word. Some think it's about wildlife safety. Others believe it's something much stranger. In winter months, these operations seem more frequent. Snow makes tracks easier to follow. Cold weather keeps crowds away. And if something unusual is going on, fewer people are around to witness it. Posts about these events often get deleted. Coordinates vanish. Users go quiet. Yet the stories keep coming. Some aviation trackers have tried following these helicopters, but many of them don't show up on public flight maps. Some use false IDs. Others fly completely dark. The big question is, why all this secrecy? If it's just wildlife, why act like it's classified? And what kind of animal gets taken away by helicopter in the dead of night? The man behind the camera. He didn't set out to make headlines or to find Bigfoot. He was just a quiet photographer who loved capturing nature's untouched beauty. Early mornings, foggy ridgelines, light drifting through pine trees. That's what drew him to the wild. He never revealed his real name, but online followers knew him as a skilled drone operator. He shared high-quality images of remote places, especially during winter when most people stayed away. His footage always felt peaceful and untouched. In late January, he set out to a snowy mountain region near the border of Washington and British Columbia. No hikers, no tourists, just him, the silence, and his drone. He launched the drone before sunrise. As it climbed, the camera showed smooth, clear footage. While scanning the area, he noticed strange drag marks in the snow. Curious, he followed them with the drone, until something unexpected appeared. Through the trees, he spotted rotor blades. Then, a dark helicopter came into view, no markings, steady flight. But what shocked him was the huge object hanging underneath it. It was heavy, limp, and covered in dark hair. The limbs hung awkwardly. It wasn't moving. It didn't look human, but it wasn't quite animal either. He zoomed in, snapped still shots, and recorded video. He didn't post the footage right away. Days passed. Then weeks. He thought about deleting it. He knew either no one would believe him, or someone dangerous might. Then strange things began happening. His drone's GPS data vanished. His app crashed for no reason. His satellite modem failed in a spot where it always worked before. That's when he decided to act. He didn't edit anything. He uploaded the raw footage to a small file sharing site. No announcement. Just a simple post with coordinates and one line. You'll know it when you see it. Within 48 hours, the internet exploded. The file was crystal clear and deeply disturbing. Because for the first time, what people saw couldn't be denied. It wasn't a shadow. Not a guy in a costume. It was something real. And the man who filmed it? He hasn't posted anything since. The shocking footage. At first, no one believed it. The file appeared quietly on a Cryptid forum. Just a link, a set of coordinates, and a line. This is actual footage. Watch it before it's gone. No backstory. No flashy title. Just curiosity. The video began with a dark helicopter hovering low over a snowy clearing. The camera was steady, no shaking, no blur. You could see the rotor blades slicing through the mist and the tree shadows below. But all eyes were on the large shape suspended underneath. It wasn't cargo. It was a body, huge, covered in thick, matted hair. Limbs long and stiff. One arm curled unnaturally. It didn't move, not even in the wind. It looked heavy, lifeless, like something already gone. When the image was zoomed in, the detail was crystal clear. Folds in the fur. Frozen mud stuck to its side. A strange mark across its chest. It didn't look like a rescue. It looked like something already processed, something being retrieved, not saved. The footage spread like wildfire. Reddit, TikTok, Discord, everywhere. People analyzed every frame, enhanced stills, compared proportions. Some estimated the figure was between 7 and 9 feet tall, too large for any human. Someone finally said what everyone was thinking. This man just released the clearest images of a Bigfoot being removed by a helicopter. And that's exactly what it looked like. The video wasn't chaotic or accidental. It was focused, intentional, and that made it harder to ignore. But soon, something strange started happening. The original post vanished. The link was taken down. Copies were flagged as sensitive. Accounts were locked. Still, the footage kept spreading. Mirrored, downloaded, saved on hard drives. And no one, no agency, no news channel, offered an explanation. Just silence. And silence made people look even harder. They started digging into old sightings, strange disappearances, and other unexplained recoveries. This video didn't just show something new, It changed everything. Online buzz, media silence. The moment this footage hit the internet, everything changed. This wasn't just another blurry sighting. It was real, sharp, and impossible to ignore. At first, reactions were predictable. Skeptics said it was fake. Believers saw proof. And those in the middle? They watched the video over and over, trying to process what they were seeing. A helicopter lifting what looked like a massive, lifeless Bigfoot through the snowy sky. But something felt different this time. The usual viral cycle kicked in. Memes, discussions, wild theories. Yet beneath the surface, a strange silence lingered. Mainstream media didn't cover it. No interviews. No experts. Not even ridicule. Just total avoidance. And that silence made people more curious. Online investigators got to work. One group claimed they traced the helicopter's path using weather data and satellite imagery. They pinpointed the likely pickup zone, deep in a remote forest near a restricted logging site in British Columbia. That area had been officially closed due to weather damage for over a year. No one was supposed to be there. Others connected the dots: sudden trail closures, missing hikers, and unexplained evacuations from past years. The footage cracked something open. A pattern. And now, everyone was looking more closely. Still, no word from official sources. Not a single outlet addressed the footage. Not even fringe science shows that usually jump on viral stories. Meanwhile, the original uploader vanished. His account was deleted. No follow-ups. No new posts. Dead silence. That led to even more speculation. Some believed this wasn't just about Bigfoot. It looked like an organized operation. The way the body was handled, restrained, and moved suggested this wasn't the first time. Despite the crystal-clear footage, the biggest mystery remained. Why the silence? Whatever was in that video, someone wanted it gone. But the internet had already seen too much. And once it was out, there was no going back. What comes next? Even now, things aren't settling down. If anything, the mystery is only getting deeper. Since the footage came out, people haven't moved on. They've become more curious. But this isn't just internet buzz. It's different. People are digging into old stories, comparing maps, tracking aircraft data, and asking harder questions. The man who released the footage? Still missing from the conversation. No updates. No second post. Just gone. It makes people wonder, was he warned? Or did he disappear by choice, knowing what he had revealed? And now, more strange stories are surfacing. Not new sightings, but old ones people were too scared to share until now. A former forest worker described finding huge bones in a closed national park area. Another hiker heard strange, clicking sounds in the woods, right before helicopters forced them out. These stories share a pattern: strange events, silent cleanups, and no official explanation. Something is being monitored, or even removed, from these forests. The footage changed how people view Bigfoot. It's no longer just a myth told in hushed tones or shown in grainy clips. This was different, clear, organized, and handled like a top-level operation. That suggests this wasn't a one-time event. Now, people are searching harder. They're looking at old satellite images, logging flight paths, and linking sudden area closures to past sightings. It feels like the truth was hiding in plain sight. There's a quiet fear growing too. What if these creatures have been found before? And what if someone has been removing them for years so the world never finds out? The video might be the clearest we've seen, but it could also be the last. More accounts are being blocked. Some say search results are being filtered. But the footage won't go away. It keeps reappearing, stored and shared in secret. So now one question remains. What happens next? There's no press release. No official report. But this moment feels like the start of something bigger. Maybe this isn't just about proving Bigfoot is real. Maybe it's about catching a piece of the truth before it disappears again. Because whatever that thing was, it was real enough for someone to take. And now, real enough for the world to keep searching.